Lines. BWEENGWA MP clarifies CADERISM is back. REMARK. HH urges digital non-stop border posts to boost trade. PF to proceed with end November convention, says acting SG. 15 nabbed in new Livingstone migrant smuggling case. FIKONDO residents appeal for polling station to ease voting challenges. And in sports, CHIPOLOPOLO 4 to BAFANA 3-1 in friendly clash. Good evening, welcome to the main news. My name is Kondwelani Jose. The detail. President Hakainde Hichilema has called for a transformative shift in how borders are managed across the region, urging a move from traditional one-stop border posts to fully digitized non-stop border posts anchored on advanced technology and smart systems. Speaking during the inaugural Bi-National Commission between Zambia and Zimbabwe in Harare, President Hichilema said modern trade requires seamless movement of goods and people, stressing that Africa must embrace innovation if it is to remain competitive on the global stage. His call comes as the two countries commit to introducing 24-hour operations at the Chirundu and Victoria Falls one-stop border posts by 31st December 2025, a move aimed at boosting mobility and deepening economic integration. President Hichilema says that while extended operating hours are a positive step, the long-term goal must be technology-enabled, paperless and automated border systems that allow travelers and cargo to move efficiently without unnecessary delays. He noted that Zambia and Zimbabwe have an opportunity to lead the way in adopting smart border solutions, improving regional integration, reducing the cost of doing business, and unlocking greater economic potential for both countries and the region at large.
We talk of the one-stop border post. It's not enough to talk of one-stop border post, because technology allows us, if we are packing goods in Harare, destined for Zambia, or in transit, we're packing in Gweru, in Chinoi, in Karoi, we can have technology allowing us to have a single window. The recipients in Zambia, Your Excellency, will be seeing what is packed in a truck in Karoi. So why stop them at the border? Technology allows us to scan trucks, isn't it? So let's raise our ambitions, Mr. President. I'm being naughty, Your Excellency. Yes, we can pat ourselves on the back for a one-stop border post, but let's go for a non-stop border post, especially for goods and services. I'm serious, Mr. President, because if a driver is fidgeting on the way, we can see them real time, isn't it? Technology allows us, at least on the side of the border, to do with goods that are in transit, that are moving, so we avoid queues. We do that, we create an extra job in Zimbabwe, in Zambia. And Minister Finance here, you have a chance of increasing your revenue by increasing our volumes. Otherwise, Your Excellency, it's my duty to thank you once more and your leadership for all the things that we do for the people.
The Patriotic Front's acting Secretary General Brenda Nyirenda has maintained that the party's convention scheduled for the end of November will go ahead as planned. Ms. Nyirenda, who is also Lundazi Member of Parliament, reacted to remarks by Mafinga MP Robert Chebinga, who insisted that no convention should take place before the burial of the late former President Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu. She noted that the party has not been served with any injunction halting the process and questioned Mr. Chebinga's authority to issue such directives, stressing that he is not listed among the PF office bearers registered with the Registrar of Societies.
State categorically that I've read it online in social media. No one has served the injunction to me directly, but as a responsible citizen, I've taken it upon myself to involve my lawyers so that they can follow it up and ensure that they find out which law firm is handling that matter, and we should be able to get on the ground immediately. The other issue is that Honorable Chavinga has gone ahead to fight. I don't know as who, because if you look at the documents at Registrar of Societies, he's not president. It's only in Zambia where someone can go masquerading as president. Which convention was held? At least you people in the media, maybe you would have covered him. Where did he convene the members to say that they have held the general conference? Not to my knowledge. So for me, I would advise my brother to really rethink and ask himself some questions. Sometimes you have to introspect. What is it that I'm doing? What am I doing to my country? Zambia is a democratic country, and we are not ready to slide into a dictatorship. That is what I would want to say. I've not received the documents yet, but I read just like you read as well. So I've taken responsibility and informed my lawyers, and they have gone to Kabwe. I think they should be reacting to it, but he hasn't handed it over to me. I was at Parliament yesterday, and I never received nothing. So probably he may be looking for me, but I'm very much available, and he has my number in case he has the documents and you would want to save the same on me. He can simply call me and be able to deliver the same. You cannot use the death of a former leader to run away from responsibility. We have responsibility as the biggest opposition political party to ensure that we participate in the general election come 2026. In this case, it is appointed for man to die once, according to the Bible, and already we have seen that our leader is gone. We are not in any way disrespecting Edgar Chagwalongo, but Parliament is going to be dissolved in the next 4 months. What happens if ECL is not barred then? Who has caused all this? By this time, we should have ordered ECL.
The Office of Patriotic Front presidential contender Makebi Zulu has commended the strong participation of young people during his visit to the PF Secretariat to file his expression of interest for the party presidency. Speaking on behalf of Mr. Zulu, Isaac Nsoneka described the overwhelming youth presence as a significant milestone that reinforces the party's democratic values and is committed to transparent internal processes. He says the turnout demonstrated courage, vision, and a clear indication that the future of the PF remains secure as young people step forward to take leadership roles with fresh ideas and renewed energy. Mr. Nsoneka stressed that leadership within the PF must be driven by the will of the people rather than entitlement, adding that the current process reflects accountability and mutual respect among all contenders. He assured that the campaigns will remain issue-based, free of personal attacks, and anchored on unity and discipline as the party advances to the next stage of its internal elections. Mr. Nsoneka further thanked members who participated in the process and urged the general membership to remain committed to the PF's shared vision of saving the Zambian people, noting that the party remains united, vibrant, and ready to offer renewed hope to the nation. Residents of the FIKONDO area in Muchinga constituency of Serenje district have appealed to the Electoral Commission of Zambia to establish a polling station at FIKONDO Primary School to reduce the long distances they cover to cast their votes. Zanis report that the residents say that they currently walk between 15 and 17 kilometers to reach the nearest polling station at Kofikunda and Chibale respectively. One of the residents, Moses Chibuye, says that the long distances have discouraged many people from participating in the electoral process. Another resident, Irene Kunda, echoed the same concern, stressing that the long distances have denied many eligible voters a chance to exercise their democratic right. Meanwhile, District Electoral Officer Stan Mwanakayaya disclosed that his office has already submitted a list of areas that require additional polling stations in Seronja district to the ECZ for consideration. The Department of Immigration has recorded yet another suspected migrant smuggling case in Livingstone just days after intercepting 11 Somali nationals and a Zambian accomplice. Chief Public Relations Officer Namati Nshika disclosed that in the early hours of Friday, 14th November 2025, officers stationed at Victoria Falls Border Control apprehended 14 suspected illegal immigrants, 12 Pakistanis, and 2 Ethiopians aged between 18 and 39 for failing to report to the nearest immigration officer upon entry into Zambia. A 41-year-old Zambian identified as Kalunga Malo of Chaisa compound in Lusaka was also picked up for allegedly aiding the group. Civil Society for Poverty Reduction financial analyst Trevor Hambai says the Zambian debt situation remains slightly high at $15 billion external debt. Speaking during a public debt management forum with parliamentarians in Lusaka Saturday morning, Mr. Hambai stressed the need for local investment to be increased for the country to find financial support for social spending such as social cash transfer, education, health, and other needy areas. He further added that government needs to find ways of reducing debt by supporting local investment and domestic resource mobilization. Mr. Hambai has wondered why the mining sector continues to enjoy low taxes while local investment companies continue to pay high taxes. Meanwhile, Civil Society for Poverty Reduction CSPR Executive Director Isabel Mukelevai says the organization remains committed to bringing stakeholders together and engage in fostering the debate restructuring by engaging in key debate. The launch of the analysis of Zambia's debt sustainability post-debt restructuring brought together parliamentarians from different political parties.
Not fair that we can reduce the taxes on this mining sector. Firstly, they're already paying a lot less, whereas they are generating the most revenue. So there's a very big anomaly. And the reason this is so is that the mines, firstly, other than this, they've got the financial muscle to be able to manipulate their financials, not to pay. And then when we say pay tax, they will tell us that no, we'll close the mine. Close them.
Exactly.
We've got countries around the world that have got double the tax that we have, that have still got the mines running for the same price they're selling on the international market. Is that if they're not making a profit, they will not be here. Is that we forego the judicial responsibility of what is in the best interest of the country for personal gains because these people can pay you to keep quiet. And this is very important that we are able to firstly take care of our people before we take care of ourselves. So for us to be able to deal with these issues around employment creation, we need to support the SME. The SMEs, they are ones that benefit from these areas that you're talking about. So it is key, and when you see economic growth, is that you see economic growth that is there, but it is not speaking to the ordinary Zambians. Because it's being driven by the multinationals at the top, there is no liquidity at the bottom.
Through our project on advocacy for transparency, enhanced feminism and women participation on debt management in Zambia, CSPR, alongside the Debt Alliance and other partners, have already laid essential groundwork through research publications and engagement such as National Debt Index. Today we build on the foundation to foster an engagement such as the National Debt Index. Today we build on foundation to foster an evidence-based dialogue that responds to the Zambian evolving fiscal challenges. Looking ahead, we propose a policy-ready, evidence-based agenda with 5 interlocking priorities: strengthening debt governance with transparency, sustain prudent physical health post-ECF, deepen our interface with international framework, build domestic capacity for rigorous analysis investment, focus relentless on inclusive development outcomes. From today's engagement with our lawmakers, we seek to build a platform that can transform our current.
Kantanshi Member of Parliament Anthony Mumba has called on the Ministry of Finance and Planning and the Zambian government to increase budgetary allocation to dismantle locally debt owed to suppliers in the country. He says that if the local suppliers are paid, this will have huge impact on the liquid on the market. Mr. Mumba has further cautioned that without real production in the economy, it is very difficult to unsettle the current debt as more money is channeled to paying the debt, both local and international. He has since called for increased production activity in the country for the country to pay off the debt to international lenders and local suppliers.
But up to now, the issue of suppliers and contractors, remains not fully attended to. Yes, government has made efforts, and in my opinion, I feel government concentrated more on the external debt, but the internal debt itself, when you look at it, first of all, from the government side, the benefits it's going to acquire through taxes will be good. From the business side, those small businesses are the lubricants of the growing economy. We are posting growth, positive growth now. 5% is what we're projecting, 6% into the future. So that growth needs to be supported. It can only be supported by the SME. And so if you don't pay the SME, you choke it. Some of these small businesses borrowed from banks, now they are in red. I'm sure under the new lending rules, they can't borrow from any other bank. So the non-payment really has impaired their financial viability. And therefore, if government was able to quickly make those payments, definitely you're going to see a shake in the liquidity of our country. You will see small businesses having, taking up new business opportunities, which is clearly what small businesses do. Small businesses are full of innovation, they are full of plans, and this is where they play the lubrication role in a growing economy. So I can only urge the Minister of Finance, as I did in my debate to the House last week, I can only urge the Minister of Finance to, in the budget, to somehow increase the amounts of money that have been allocated to debt dismantling, so that we could have at least a larger impact in terms of those that will benefit from the payments. The economy has to be productive. If the economy won't be productive, we will reach a stage where we fail to pay the debt. And if we fail to pay the debt, then it simply means that then we're lagging behind. Look, the growth rates that we're talking about of 6% projection and so on, they mean nothing if they don't generate wealth for the country, if they don't turn around people's lives for the better. Okay? We should be in a position to pay our debt. We should be in a position to make sure that our people pay less taxes because the economy is productive. Economic activities are allowing our people to live their dreams and to live the best. That's what.
Minister of Infrastructure and Urban Development, Charles Milupi, has disclosed that government is set to undertake the full rehabilitation of the Machia-Mpongwe-Ngabwe Road, a project expected to significantly ease movement for communities in the two districts. Engineer Milupi revealed that the scope of works will also include the construction of 4 bridges, 2 of which will span the Kafue River to enhance all-weather connectivity. He emphasized that it is government's desire to ensure that the people of Mpongwe and Gabwe receive their fair share of improved road infrastructure and development.
4 kilometers. The star road, but not in very good condition. That is why the project that we are looking at is essentially from Luansove to Mpongwe, Machia road, and then from Machia to Gabwe. As I've said, from Luansove to Mpongwe is 64. From Mpongwe to Machia is 68. And from Machia to Ngabwe it is 64. So this is the road that we are aiming to rehabilitate completely, even where there are tar stretches or bituminous stretches. This will be done properly. In other words, dug up and done. With the 4 bridges, one is on the Kafue River, that is at Machia. Is that 120 kilometers?
From here to
No, the meter.
120.
Yeah, 120, and then with Fishy, there are 2 bridges. One is 80 meters, the other one is 40 meters. The one at Ngabo is 120. So the 2 bridges on the Kafue River is 120, 120. So this is massive work. These are massive bridges. But we plan to do them so that there will be connectivity, proper connectivity, high quality road between Luansove all the way to Gabwe. And then phase 2, we are also looking at the Gabwe road, 125 kilometers. There will be some township kilometers, specifically here in Congo. The first 5 kilometers from the Luansove Tenos, 5 kilometers to Bio Corridor, so that the people here can also enjoy it.
BWEENGWA Member of Parliament Michelo Kasauta has moved to clarify his recent statement in which he reportedly said that CADERISM is back. Kasauta says the remark was made in the heat of the moment and has been taken out of context. He stressed that he does not support any form of political thuggery and strongly condemns CADERISM in all its manifestations. The lawmaker assured Zambians that he remains committed to peaceful and lawful political engagement, reiterating that he does not endorse the return or promotion of CADERISM.
Thank you very much, fellow citizens, countrymen. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to clarify what I said and the context in which I said it. First and foremost, I want to state clearly that I spoke in the heat of the moment. Many Zambians who passionately support their leaders will understand what that means. When I uttered the words, CADERISM is back, I did not mean to promote violence, thuggery, disorder, or lawlessness. I was expressing the emotions of someone who has walked a long journey with our President Hakainde Hichilema, someone who remembers the difficult days when His Excellency was in the opposition and constantly faced threats to his life. Back then, citizens, many of us would spend nights at Community House simply to ensure his safety. We were driven by love, loyalty, and commitment to our leader. It was that history, that context, and that emotion that influenced my words. But let me be very clear to you, fellow citizens, fellow countrymen. CADERISM, I will repeat, CADERISM is something our president, Hakainde Hichilema, your president, has constantly condemned. As a member of parliament, as a leader in this country, I fully stand with him, our Republican president, I stand with him on this agenda. We do not support violence, thuggery, disorder, or any form, in any form. We do not support lawlessness, and we do not support political intimidation, not at all as UPND. If my words were misunderstood by the Zambian people, that was not my intention, fellow citizens. And I take responsibility for how those words may have been interpreted by anyone that felt affected. I take responsibility. In fact, you will notice that even after the recent incident in Chingola Copper Belt, where the life of our president was put at risk, no political party officials interfered with police operations. We did not intimidate officers. We did not try to influence investigations. And we told all our members not to retaliate. That's what we told them. That alone, citizens, shows who we are and what values we stand for as a political party. Yes, I spoke emotionally, but as the UPND, we remain a law-abiding and peace-loving political party. Everything we do is guided by respect for the rule of law and by the deep love and adoration we have for our President Hakainde Hichilema. Let me sincerely thank you, fellow citizens, for understanding.
Chief Jumbe of the Kunda people has welcomed the Electoral Commission of Zambia's EC's decision to extend the mass voter registration exercise by 15 days, now ending until 26th November 2025. His Royal Highness noted that the initial registration period suffered from inadequate public sensitization and expressed hope that the extension will allow more eligible citizens to register. Chief Jumbe also called for greater support to radio stations, highlighting their role in public awareness campaigns, including voter registration, and urging authorities to engage them to reach communities effectively.
We have appreciated the extension of the voter registration. I say so because I feel there was less sensitization. Because the people this time they are doing two things. They are busy preparing their fields as well as thinking other usual businesses. In the preparation of the farming season, they are shocked that some have delayed to receive their inputs. So they are on crossroads. But when it comes to the extension, they have done well, but they need to incorporate business houses which deals with broadcasting and what. So that if they are funded, some of these national programs, they should not say they have no money.
We take a break. When we are back, CHIPOLOPOLO 4 to BAFANA 3-1 in friendly clash.
Is happening at Gospel Outreach Fellowship. It's the Entrepreneurs Exhibition and Marketplace hosted by the Women of Go Center Ministries. Come display, sell your products and services, connect with customers, church members, and fellow business women. Be inspired by real success stories from women just like you and grow together in faith and enterprise. Limited stalls available. Register now. Saturday, November 22nd, 2025, from 9 hours to 14 hours at Gospel Outreach Fellowship. Call 0975 361740, 0974 638108, or email dorinchaba@gmail.com. Don't miss it.
Your future can't wait. Why delay your dreams when you can fast-track your success at Curso University? March 10, 2025. Mark your calendar. Enroll in the following faculties: Faculty of Nursing, Faculty of Health Sciences, Faculty of Humanities, Business and Education, Department of Postgraduate Studies. For a limited time, get a 20% off discount on your first semester, making education more affordable. Plus, we offer a very flexible payment plan, 50% upfront to start, the rest to be paid in manageable monthly installments. Study full-time, distance, and online, making it perfect for in-service workers and international students too. Don't miss out. Call us now and secure your place. Curso University, meeting the educational needs of today.
The Zambia national football team, the CHIPOLOPOLO, suffered a 3-1 defeat at the hands of host South Africa in a FIFA international friendly played at the Nelson Mandela Stadium on Saturday afternoon. Hours before kickoff, the Football Association of Zambia revealed that the national team coach and several technical staff members would miss the game due to suspected food poisoning, a setback that may have affected team preparations. Zambia is set to face Angola in their second friendly on 18th November 2025 as part of preparations for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco, where they have been drawn in Group A alongside hosts Morocco, Mali, and Comoros.
Coach Perry, your analysis of the fixture, I'm sure you would have wanted to not concede as many goals, but there were a few combinations that you are trying as well as Zambia.
Thank you very much. I think we lost the game at a critical moment in the first half when we conceded the first goal. It's not like we didn't want to concede as many goals as you have said. I think for us, we came here with a plan. I think we lost the game. Going to halftime, you don't concede a goal like that. So coming into the second half, you could see we changed the tactics and we came in with force. We tried to play we did some combination plays which could have resulted in goals. Fashion Sakala missing a sitter, but I think again when we just stabilized, we are hit with a sucker punch, and I think it killed the morale of the boys. But overall, trying new combinations, I think we are happy and playing a good team like South Africa.
And as you said, obviously you are testing a few things. What are some of the positives from a Chipolopolo point of view as well that you can take going into the Africa Cup of Nations?
The positives are it's the new boys who have just played their first games for Zambia. You could see the youngsters in the midfield. They did their best, and that's the positives for Zambia. New combinations and new boys playing their first game. Not an easy game, playing with experienced players like Mokwena, who played, I think, his 50th game today, but together in the midfield maybe over 100 games, and playing with boys who are just played their first game. So for us, it's a win situation in terms of the boys we have introduced in the national team, because they did themselves well in the game.
All the best going to the Africa Cup of Nations. We'll see you there, Coach Perry.
Yes, we are going to work hard. I think this gave us an opportunity to see, even you could see from the back, we tried some new combinations. For us, it's an eye opener, and thank you very much. And we hope we are going to do, and we trust in ourselves that we are going to have a formidable team by the time the AFCON is.
Coach Perry, your analysis of the fixture. I'm sure you would have wanted to not concede as many goals, but there were a few combinations that you are trying as well as Zambia.
Thank you very much. I think we lost the game at a critical moment in the first half when we conceded the first goal. It's not like we didn't want to concede as many goals as you have said. I think for us, we came here with a plan. I think we lost the game. Going to halftime, you don't concede a goal like that. So coming into the second half, you could see we changed the tactics and we came in with force. We tried.
Well, that loss by Chipolopolo leads us to have a look at the headlines once again as we close the news tonight. BWEENGWA MP clarifies CADERISM is back, REMARK. HH urges digital one non-stop border post to boost trade. PF to proceed with end November convention, says SG. 15 nabbed in new Livingstone migrant smuggling case. FIKONDO residents appeal for polling station to ease voting challenges. And Chipolopolo for to BAFANA 3-1 in friendly clash. That's it from the news desk. Good evening and thank you for watching Muvi TV.
Your future can't wait. Why delay your dreams when you can fast-track your success at Curso University? March 10, 2025. Mark your calendar. Enroll in the following faculties: Faculty of Nursing, Faculty of Health Sciences, Faculty of Humanities, Business and Education, Department of Postgraduate Studies. For a limited time, get a 20% off discount on your first semester, making education more affordable. Plus, we offer a very flexible payment plan, 50% upfront to start, the rest to be paid in manageable monthly installments. Study full-time, distance, and online, making it perfect for in-service workers and international students too. Don't miss out. Call us now and secure your place. Curso University, meeting the educational needs of today.
November 22nd, something powerful is happening at Gospel Outreach Fellowship. It's the Entrepreneurs Exhibition and Marketplace hosted by the Women of Go Center Ministries. Come display, sell your products and services, connect with customers, church members, and fellow business women. Be inspired by real success stories from women just like you and grow together in faith and enterprise. Limited stalls available. Register now. Saturday, November 22nd, 2025 from 9 hours to 14 hours at Gospel Outreach Fellowship. Call 0975 361740, 0974 638108 or email dorinchaba@gmail.com. Don't miss it.